This is the Godrick the Grafted Nightmare Mode Ascended mod fight. I'm just going to be showing you how I was able to defeat it. There's a whole bunch of weapons in Limgrave and beyond that allows you to get a whole bunch of buffs. This one, for example, gives me attack and defense. The Grafted sword and the gives you a buff as well, and all these buffs, they stack, and you don't need to hold the weapon to keep them on there. So basically, the first thing you want to do is kill one of these grass, what are they called, grafted scions, as quickly as you can. Basically, the Felly there is basically just meant to distract me. She doesn't really do anything, but the important thing is to get the aggro off of you so you can try and get one of these down. Having some neutralizing bullets helps too, because the poison buildup is really fast. Another thing that really helped with this fight was the spinning weapon art and putting it on a big fat weapon that does a lot of damage. Because of the mana regen, I was using a great heal a few times during the fight because the flasks, they're pretty weak early on anyway. Now, what's his name? Godrick, he does this wind attack every now and then. That does a lot of damage, and it's very fast, and it tracks you. As you can see, I got pretty lucky there with Repulse. Managed to dodge some of it. The thing about spacing this boss is that if you get too far away, he'll do that wind attack. See? And I almost died here because I was just trying to get down this Scion because it's so hard to fight all three of them at once. So once you get these two down, the boss is relatively straightforward. Now, usually after that second hit, I like to roll in. It allows me to get two big attacks. Now, see, once he does this wind attack, you want to stay right about where I am at that distance, because if you get too close, he sometimes does the wind attack. If you get too far away, he does that wind attack. But right around in the middle, he'll do the flip, and that's the safer option. Here we go again, right about this distance, and do the roll instead of the wind attack. Usually right after the flip, I have enough time to do a spin attack. Usually after this attack too, so time to do a spin attack. 7,000 damage. That's really good. This was a plus 18 weapon, I believe. Now, if you do get caught in a situation where he does the wind attack, the best thing to do is to block and just slowly walk backwards. You'll get hit twice, but you'll block most of the damage. And it seems to just spin around you if you slowly walk backwards. Noticed I haven't used my spirits yet, because I want to save it for phase 2. Now the spirits on this mod they're pretty overpowered to a certain point, and they're all different. Right when he's phasing to save phase 2, I do a poison mist, and then I summon my spirits, because you won't have enough time to do it afterwards. Now I summon the skeletal militia men, which are basically just two skeleton boys. They don't do much damage, but they have the same effect as any other undead person, in the sense that they revive after they're killed. So they were very useful for simply distracting the boss, so I could do a crap ton of damage. Because I'm not sure of the differences between Hell mode and Ascended Normal mode, but with Nightmare, you get like a 20% debuff to stats, and 50% all entities gain like a damage reduction buff and a damage increase buff, I think. Yeah, that's a pain in the ass, I'm telling you. Now every time he does the triple thing, I either heal or go back and do some range damage. It doesn't matter what it is. It's just some free damage, because the third hit, every time I tried to roll into it or jump over it, it always seems to hit me. So just for the safer option, I'll just stay back. Unfortunately, my skeletons didn't do very good this time. This took me like, I don't know, 60 tries or something. It was insane. Now the combo's a little different, now that he has the dragon head. He has a delayed second hit, which I like to roll attack, and then he has a delayed third hit, which I like to roll attack again. And you can jump over the grab, I think. I've been jumping over it a few times. Now the problem with this attack, as you can see right there, even though like it's different in the mod, it doesn't just shoot forward, it shoots kind of everywhere. So the best option to do is when it's doing a fire attack, not this one, is to just go behind him and jump attack, and then you tend to dodge the fire. And so this still applies too. If he's doing a roll, do the spin attack. This is where I use my little bell, Wraith Calling Bell. It does a decent amount of damage to normal enemies, but you know, just any little bit of damage counts. I see right here, I jump attack, see? You can't see the fire sometimes, but it's there, and it will hit you if you're behind them. Same with that fire, I think it hit me once or twice, even though I was past it, so it's safer just to jump attack. Always be mindful of your stamina. And buffs, I think, last for 30 minutes, so I think this fight takes about 20 to 30 minutes, so a few times anyways. Also dodge it. Just the angle of the floor is a little off sometimes, so it might have caught me there if I jumped. Well, that attack, I'm not really sure what it does. If you're far away, it seems to hit you. Something hits you. I haven't seen what actually hits me. So I often just roll into him and seem to be safe with that. Before attempting this fight, I recommend like searching everywhere you possibly can. There's a few skips that are blocked, because the modder thought, hey, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to let him get free stuff in other late game areas. But yeah, just check everywhere. Get every item you possibly can that buffs. Turtlenecks help too. They're increased stamina regen, I think. So yeah, this is my tutorial on how to defeat Godrick the Grafted on Ascended Mod Nightmare Mode. Good luck.